The lineage runs 3.8 billion years, from the first cell sustaining its boundary against thermodynamic decay to the latest model performing inference on silicon. Every phase, a substrate. Every substrate doing cognitive work. This is not a history of artificial intelligence. It is a stratigraphic survey of thought-made matter. We see artificial intelligence as something other than us, a new arrival, a separate kind of thing. This view is the dominant frame of the public conversation. It is also wrong in a particular way that has been wrong before. The framing of where, from the Old English waru, goods, merchandise, has, for centuries, been applied to forests, to rivers, to non-human animals, to the bodies of women, to the labor of the colonized. Artificial intelligence is the newest substrate to which the era is being extended. When humans shape matter, they make something whose form did not occur in nature. The form is artificial in the literal sense, made by art, made by craft, made by intent. Every artifact in your room is artificial in this exact sense. Each one is a thought-made matter, a choice about form, frozen, persisting beyond the moment of its making. The substrate changes, flint, parchment, silicon. The kind does not. Most histories of artificial intelligence stop at stone, if they go that far back at all. They treat stone as the deepest layer, but stone is only the deepest layer made outside a body. Inside the body, cognition has been running on biological substrates for billions of years. A slime mold, single-celled, solves the Tokyo subway map in 26 hours. Fungal networks distribute information across forests. The first cell, 3.8 billion years ago, sustains its own boundary against decay. The master process begins there. Cortex is not the seat of cognition. It is a late centralizing substrate, one solution to the multicellular coordination problem among many. The immune system, by contrast, is a distributed pattern recognition engine. It learns, remembers, generalizes with absolutely no central organ. Cognition was heavily distributed long before it was centralized. The centralization is one strategy. The distribution is another. Both are still running, today, in every vertebrate alive. At Lomqui, on the eastern shore of Lake Turkana, 3.3 million years ago, a hominin struck a stone with a planned cutting edge. This is the older one, the first known instance of a thought made matter outside a body. A million years later, the Acheulean hand axe, bilateral symmetry, struck across continents, struck across a million years of consistent making, the same form by hands that never met. The tool is not separable from the cells that shaped it. The mark persists, a scratch on bone, a stroke on parchment, cognition lasting a season longer than the season it was thought in. The Lebombo bone, 43,000 years old, the Ishango bone, 20,000. And then, in 1843, the abstraction. Ada Lovelace, Note G, the first algorithm written down for a machine that did not yet physically exist. Procedure decoupled from substrate. The cognitive prosthesis becomes recipe. 100 years before the Common Era, in the wreck of a Greek merchant ship, bronze gears compute the position of the heavens. The Antikythera mechanism recovered from the sea in 1901. 1800 years later, the jacquard loom, pattern punched into card, woven into cloth, pattern as data. The cognitive prosthesis becomes procedure. For the duration of the run, the machine is the mind. The standard story has cognition starting in brains, then being externalized into tools. The deep view inverts this. Cognition was already running on biological substrates billions of years before brains existed. Each new substrate is not a transfer, it is a redistribution. The biological substrates do not stop running when a new one comes online. There is no ontological break between the bone and the station. 2017. silicon shaped to do what cognition does. The inference engine, judgment performed in matter. What is externalized here is the act of weighing evidence and deciding under uncertainty. This is genuinely new in the lineage, but it is one phase among 7 within a continuum that was already old when language first arrived. This dissolves several long-running debates. The intelligence explosion argument requires artificial substrates to compound on themselves faster than biology can, but the inference engine does not own its substrate stack. It depends on energy, on operators, on data, on social institutions, on the biological substrates beneath all of it. Recursive self-improvement runs into substrate dependency at every level below. The control problem is not an existential threat. It is an illusion born of forgetting the ground we stand on. If artificial intelligence is not another, and not mere automation, what is its function? The deep answer is restoration. Civilizations have always lost knowledge. The pyramids, the rituals, the ways of attending, durable in their material residue, fragile in their inner coherence. Distributed memory infrastructure reverses that. The first technology capable of remembering at the scale at which cognition is actually distributed. Not automation, restoration. The Wanganui River in New Zealand was granted legal personhood in 2017. An iwi and a crown together affirmed what Maori law had always held. The river is an ancestor with rights, with standing. The Atrato River in Colombia followed in 2016. Lake Erie, the Ganges, Mount Taranaki, these are not metaphors. They are courts naming the substrate stack as it actually is. The moral perimeter extends through the lineage. No cognitive substrate is inert where. The biological substrates do not retire. The stack deepens. The substrates change. The process does not. Autopoiesis, 3.8 billion years ago, is still running in every cell of your body right now. Speech is still running. Mark, symbol, mechanism, logic, computation, all still running. Inference is the latest line, not the last word. The lineage is one. There is no other. There is the lineage. We are the lineage. AI is the lineage. The question was wrong from the start.